Hey y'all, it's Casey, and today I'm going to share with you two of my favorite ways of releasing your spine with blocks. Okay, these postures, you may have done them before. They're my absolute favorite, and I would do them every single day. I mostly do them every single day, and it's worth it. So you're going to only need 2 blocks for this. If you don't have 2, you can probably make do with 1, maybe a little pillow or something for your head. Okay, so we're gonna start off in the first one, which is fish pose. We're gonna use supported fish pose. 1 block is gonna go backside of the heart, below your shoulder blades. So right underneath your shoulder blades, you're gonna find the block right there, supporting the back of the heart. Now, I would suggest keeping it on the lower setting, nice and flat, okay? And then we're gonna support the head. The head can be supported up, more of a ramp. You can keep it flat, okay? Or for a little more heart opening, you can remove the block altogether and just let your head spill down, or use something smaller like a blanket or a pillow to support your head, okay? But your legs can do anything you want them to do. So maybe they stretch forward, cross your legs, butterfly, whatever you would like. But as you recline back, you might have to reposition the block a little bit here. So find that position to where the shoulder blades are still free moving, but you feel that nice support behind the back of the heart. Okay, I don't want it pushing into your lower back. And I don't want the hips up. If your hips are lifted, it's too far down. Now, the second block is gonna support the head if you need it. So I like to just test it out and let the head drop back and kind of see where that threshold is, and then support underneath it. Sometimes the block is too high and it pulls you out of that stretch and that opening. So if it's too much, take it out and find something else to help you release. Okay, so make adjustments as you need, little wiggles. And then once you find those micro adjustments, just close your eyes and let yourself relax. Let that heart melt open. If your hands are together or interlacing your fingers, right, I want to let the shoulders open. So release your hands and just let your arms flop out to the sides. Let the palms roll up, let the shoulders roll open and away, allowing the chest to find more spaciousness. So we're really emphasizing that front body opening and feeling the upper spine draping from the blocks. We're going to give ourselves some slow breath awareness. So let's exhale and let everything out. Slow breath in through the nose, filling up through the belly. Feel through that mid-spine, pressing into the block, all the way up into your chest and your shoulders. Hold at the top of the breath. Feel your entire torso opening. And then just open up your mouth and let it all the way out. Again, slow breath in, filling up gradually, expanding the breath all the way up the torso and around, lifting it up all the way towards the chest, holding here. Once again, let's just open up the mouth and let it all the way out. Now let's do one more, but we'll keep the breath through the nose. Slow inhale, fill up all the way from the bottom to the top, all the way around. Holding at the top of the breath. And then keeping the breath through the nose, exhale, empty out your chest. Empty out your ribs. Empty out your belly. And go ahead and take 3 or 4 more of those on your own. Really full and expansive. And think about each exhalation as an ability to sink deeper. It doesn't mean you have to physically go deeper, but maybe letting go of thoughts, maybe letting go of any emotion, anything that feels it's weighing on you. You're just peeling back and feeling more present, more aware, and just more connected. And then relax the breath back once you've done those 3 deep breaths. And feel the softness of your breath just melting over your body. Especially when we get so much rounding in our upper backs, so much curling over, just let yourself fully melt into the opposition to feel balance and restoration in the body. Okay. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then you're going to slowly start to bend the elbows, bend the knees, walk the feet in. And with your feet on the ground, if they're too close to your hips, walk them a little forward. Okay, now you're going to interlace your fingers, and let's just bring the hands behind the back of the head, just to kind of support the head. And then you're going to pull your chin to your chest. Keep your chin at your chest as you lower one elbow down. Lean into the elbow softly, lower the other hand down. And then you can press up onto your hands, walk yourself forward, walk the feet forward as needed, and just let your body round over the legs, curling all the way over through the head, relaxing the neck, and just give yourself a few grounding breaths. We're not just moving quickly. When you give yourself such a nice deep release, it's important to move slow since all those muscles have softened. All right. Now when you're ready, we're going to slowly roll the spine all the way up. And then we're going to take a block with us down onto our backs for a supported bridge pose. So we did supported fish, now we'll do supported bridge. First one targets more of the upper back. Now we're going to target more into that lower back release. So the block, the lower it is, the less intensity. So if you want more lift and intensity away from the ground, the higher the block, okay? Depends on what your body's looking for today. Let's lift the hips up, take your block, bring it underneath your sacrum. So it's not your glutes, it's not your low back. It's the sacrum right at the back of your pelvis where it joins at the base of your spine. And then once you kind of find that grounding point, let yourself relax. So the pelvis feels supported so that the spine and all the muscles that hold and support the spine start to feel the support of the block holding the hips, and then allowing it to just relax, melting open, no longer having to support the rest of the spine, the upper body, but just feeling the upper body now just kind of absorbing down into the ground. All that tension in the lower back starts to trickle down and out, melting away. And if your feet are too narrow to where your knees kind of fall open, I want you to separate your feet just a little bit until you feel more of a grounding point of feet below the knees. And just feel the feet rooting into the ground, nice and relaxed. Let's take a few breaths together here. Exhaling, let everything melt out. Through the nose, breathe into your belly. Breathe into your ribs. Breathe all the way up into your chest and your shoulders. Hold the breath at the top. And then open up your mouth and exhale, let it all the way out. Again, slow breath through the nose, fill up belly. Fill up ribs, fill up chest. Hold at the top of the breath. And then open up the mouth and exhale, sigh, release it all the way out. One more through the nose the whole way through. Breath in, fill up all the way through the torso, all directions. From the bottom to the top, holding the breath. And then keep it through the nose. Slowly exhale, melt the breath from the top all the way down through the bottom. Take 3 more just like that, as slowly as you can. And you can either stay with your knees bent, or if you'd like, for the remainder of this position, or however long you'd like, maybe stretch the legs long and just let the feet fall into whatever shape. And just allow that gentle bowing over the front of the hips, getting an extra stretch into the hip flexors, the quads, and just getting a little more extension into the hips. Slow breath. Take 1 more of these really deep breaths. And then relax effort over your breathing and just allow it to fall into more of a still, relaxed breathing rhythm. A softening, feeling yourself sinking in, melting into this bit of still. Just a few more moments. Okay, let's go ahead and wiggle the fingers and toes. And if your legs are extended, let's walk the feet back in. You're going to lift the hips away from your block or move it out from underneath you so it's out of your way. And just let the hips sink back down to the ground. And just sway your knees side to side for a moment. Just kind of loosen up that space in lower back and hips. Okay, so if you want to stop right now, go right ahead. I'm going to give us a nice little twist just to kind of loosen up all that opening we just did. We only opened kind of the upper and the lower, but now I want to give us a nice little rotation. So arms straight out from your shoulders. Move your blocks if you need to. Now, you're going to, with the feet on the ground, lift the hips just a little bit, and then rock the hips to the left and place them down. So your glutes still stay on the ground. Your hips just kind of swing to the left and then land down. Okay, so they're just a little off center. Then knees lift to the chest, breath in. And then exhale, knees drop to the right side. Nice little twist, that lower back nice and long. Maybe your right hand comes to the top leg if you want to guide it deeper, but we're only going to be here a couple breaths. Your head can also roll over to the left side if you want a little more opening into your neck. Head to center, knees to center, and feet to the floor. Then hips up, swing them to the right side, and then let them sink back down. Knees to the chest on a breath in, and then breath out, knees fall to the left. Same thing, maybe left hand to top, maybe not. Right shoulder stays on the ground. Head also has option to roll over towards the right shoulder. One more breath. Now let your body stay on the left side. We're just going to take our head and our right arm and bring it all the way over to the left into a fetal position. And then right hand presses into the ground as you come all the way up into a seat of your choice. Spine up nice and tall. Go ahead and close the eyes. We're just going to take one deep breath in, all the way up to the top. And then just open up the mouth and exhale, let it out. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. So much love and so much gratitude. Thank you, thank you. And thank y'all so much for sharing that practice with me. Like I said, these are two of my absolute favorite stretches, and think of the twist as just a little bonus counter at the end to kind of counter stretch all that opening. Okay, so let me know in the comments how you liked it. Share with someone you think may enjoy. I know it doesn't take super long to do it, so something hopefully you can fit into your routine. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Thank you.